Welcome back to the Mouse Gun Guy channel. Today we get to look at a gun that I've been wanting for a long time. I finally was able to get one recently. This is a Mann 1921 in 6.35 millimeter, made in Germany. Now this gun is one of the most unusual in design that you'll ever see. It's almost like a T-shape. I want to just show you some of the features. Here it just says Mann's patent. There's actually 5 little variants between the 1920 and the 1921. So this gun was only made from 1920 with the 1920 model. And the main reason you can tell, there's just minor differences. But on the serial number here, this is 11874-21. That 21 indicates the 1921 model. And the 1920 just said 1920 right here. So it's a very thin design. It's only about a ½ inch thick here. What we normally think of as the slide, but that's not a slide. And only about 3/4 of an inch here in the grips, or a little less than that with the original grips. These are replacement grips. I'm still working on fitting this one. To show you some of the difficulty, I've been trying to make this thinner. Typically replacement grips are thicker and you have to modify them. This little grip screw is only about 1/8 of an inch long, and it's got to go in this little strap. You can't get it in too far, it'll hit the magazine. So I'll get it eventually, so I'm still working on that. I'm just going to set that grip aside for now. And you can see caliber 6.35 here, and there's the proof mark, crown over end, made in Germany, your German proof mark. Here is the mag release on the front, which is kind of difficult to operate, but it pops out of there. You got a 5-round magazine, and just a groove for sight. Very thin, very light. It's very small. I have small hands, and you can tell this is a very small gun. So, to load one, there's your, instead of racking a slide, you pull this, and that cocks it. Some of the innovations this gun has, this is actually the guide rod here, and it's a long spring that comes out like this if you take it out, and it screws in here, the end of that guide rod. And to remove the barrel, see if I can do it without too much trouble. You have to pull about halfway back. That is a stiff spring. That big spring is really stiff. If I can get a hold of this. Well, I can't grab it. Okay, if I can hold it there. Turn the barrel clockwise and it comes out. And then you can unscrew this and take out the guide rod, and this will just come back and stay back. You unscrew it, and the firing pin spring pops out. I'm not going to do all that. It is kind of complicated. The article that I put a link to at the bottom, you've got to read that article, and I'm going to show you something from that right now. This is one of the innovations of this gun. The innovations of the Mann pistol. Simple physics that you need a certain mass of breech block in a blowback operated gun. If you don't want to use a mechanical breech locking mechanism, you must slow the extraction of the empty case to control the point in time when the gun opens. Mann chose a circular chamber groove. These are fired cartridges. There is a groove inside the chamber that allows the cartridge to expand and bulge into that chamber. That's Mann's way of getting away with a very thin slide part of the gun there, but it seems kind of dangerous to me, and these were not particularly commercially successful. You know, they were competing against the Beretta 1919 and a lot of other well-known Walthers and Colt and FN But still, very interesting firearm. Again, one of the most unusual designs that you'll ever see. And I bet it was probably pretty fun to shoot. You have almost no recoil. The grip is so tiny, you can get one finger on it. If you put your finger out, you're way beyond the muzzle with the grip being so far forward. But again, it's a 25 ACP, which is very mild recoil anyway. So that's the Mann 1921.